This meeting is being recorded.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
There we go. Cool. All right. So for me, and just like Sharon, Leanne, just jump in, whenever you want, if you have any comments. For me, my biggest revelation came, I hit over 160 kgs, and my dad got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And the more I looked into that disease, the more terrified I got. It's a horrible disease, and everyone should do whatever they can to avoid getting that in their life. It's really quite terrifying. So I didn't know what to do. I tried, different crash diets before. I remember once before I was, I bought a bicycle and I was like, I'm going to ride to work every day and I'm going to get fit. And I just didn't, it's really hard to motivate yourself when you're on your own, which is why I believe in this group format. And I've seen so many good results. So what I did is I walked into Les Mills down in New Lynn, and I just walked up to reception and I went, I need help. And the person on reception was really cool, and she assigned me a personal trainer who was a really good nutritionist. And a lot of the things I learned from him, I'm still doing to this day. So I've made a little list. So the first thing, the most important thing for me, and I believe for anyone who wants to lose fat off their bodies, is admit that you have a problem. Like, don't hide it, just admit it. Like, I have a problem with eating. I have an addiction to food, however you want to call it. And admitting it is an important step, because it's like, it becomes real. Once you've admitted it, you can make a plan. So I think making a plan is really important. So for me, as I said, the plan for me was going to Les Mills, getting a personal trainer, and doing everything they said. Like if he said to me, I want you to write down everything that you eat this week, I write down absolutely everything. If he said, I want you to run for 40 minutes, even though I barely could run for 10 minutes, I would go out and I would run and walk until I hit 40 minutes. I'd do whatever he said. So I think, that brings me to my next point, which is accountability. Find someone to be accountable to. Do you guys have people in your lives that you can tell about what you're doing? I mean, I'll hold you accountable, but tell other people, tell people you work with, tell your family members of your plans. Like I told Sharon, and I told her right from the start, and she supported me. She's like, she changed her diet, and like really supportive. So Leanne, just tell everyone what your plan is. Like, so I want to lose this much weight. I want to get fit. I'm going to do this. It's hard. It is hard admitting to people at first. But you know what?
Giving up ice cream.
Yeah, you're true. But like, imagine, Leanne, imagine that I worked with you and I came to you at work and I said, Leanne, I'm a bit overweight, and I'm telling you because, like, I quite like you at work, and can you just support me? Like you'd be like, yeah, man, totally. You'd actually feel honored, right? You wouldn't look down on me. In fact, you'd probably look up and go, that's awesome. So put yourself in that case. So when you're telling someone, yes, you're making yourself vulnerable, but people want to help you. Yeah, accountability. recognize weak areas. Now, this is something I was debating whether I was even going to talk about, because Sharon doesn't even know some of the stuff, and I'm kind of embarrassed about some of it. Like, you know, what's a weak area? Like, one of them was for me, like, I do all of the grocery shopping, and when I was at my worst, I'd reward myself. I'd be like, well, I'm doing something good. I'm doing the grocery shopping. So I'd buy like in the bakery section, they have those big biscuits, and they're real chewy and they're real nice. And they have a pack of 5, and I'd buy a pack of 5 and I'd eat the entire pack before I got home. Disgusting. It's terrible. And so, and like I'd do this not just in the grocery shopping. I'd be like, you know, driving home and I'd feel a bit hungry, so I'd go buy a bag of chips. And it's like just the worst stuff. So, like, you know, just recognizing these patterns of things that I was doing enables me to bring a change. Now, one of my former CrossFit trainers taught me about this, and she had this great story that she found this deli near where she lived that sold Russian cheese, and she's Russian. And so she'd buy like 100 grams of cheese, and she'd go home and eat it. And then the next day, she'd go out of her way and go and get the same cheese. And then eventually, she started putting on weight because she was eating all this cheese. And she recognized, it was like, oh, there's this pattern going on. So it's as soon as you recognize a pattern in your life, you can change it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The next thing that was good for me, actually one that I've done this year. So in August last year, every year I get a what I call a warrant of fitness. So I go to the doctors and I get all my blood tests, and I get my prostate checked, and I get like on the scales, and I get everything checked. And last year I weighed 115 kgs. So this is after getting down to 95. So I'm like, man, I've put on 20 kgs. It's like I just let it slip again. And so this year I've really been concentrating on losing fat again from my body. And I have no idea what I weigh now, because I don't weigh myself. I only weigh myself once a year at the Warren of Fitness. But I would guess I've lost about 10 kgs. But so this year, what I've decided to do is to make one small change every month. And I'm using whatever I can to track my habits. So at first I got like Post-it notes, and every single day I'd put a Post-it note up on my wall in my bedroom, and I'd write on it how much sleep I got. Did I eat well? Tick or cross. Did I work out? What was the workout? And just like kept it real simple. And I did that every single day until there was no room for more Post-it notes. So I had to pull them down and find something else. And so the first month I gave up sugar. Just got rid of sugar, like completely out of my diet. Like I don't, I look at everything that I buy, and I look at how much sugar it contains. And if it has more than 1 teaspoon of sugar, which is 4 grams, I won't buy it. I won't eat it. So I just like got rid of sugar. And then after a month, that becomes really easy. So I need to add something else to make it challenging and to see more results. And so then what was the next one I did? Oh, intermittent fasting. So I then began only eating from 12 o'clock until 8 o'clock, and I wouldn't eat from 8 o'clock at night until midday the next day. And then another one I've done is, I made sure I was going to the gym at least 3 times a week. And then I've increased that as the months go on, and now I'm like going every single day. And so just these small incremental changes you'll find actually they're bite-sized. They're really easy to do. Well, okay, let's be honest. They're hard at first. The first week sucks. The first week giving up sugar, I was having headaches because you know your body's used to it. The first week of intermittent fasting, I was hungry as, but you get used to it. Celebrate the wins. So when you hit a personal record, you know, when you've run 5K faster than you've ever run it, when you do your first proper 10 push-ups unbroken, anything like that, any wins, you know, maybe you've gone down a notch on a belt or a dress size for the girls, celebrate it. Like at my CrossFit gym, they love celebrating. They have a bell on the wall, and as soon as you have lifted heavier than you've lifted before or done more pull-ups or whatever, you have to go ring the bell, and like everyone celebrates with you. So that brings me to my next one. Food is not a reward because you're not a dog. Now you reward your dog with food. Don't reward yourself with food. Like if you want to reward yourself, go buy yourself a new hat or a pair of socks or something. Nice pair of possum socks. Something nice, you know. Treat yourself. Doesn't have to be food. And the last one for me was I included my faith. Now, you guys know that I'm a Christian. So just whatever belief structure you have, like include, your diet or, what you're eating, your exercise. It's such an important part of your life that just include it into all areas of your life. So for me, like, it was natural to include my faith into this decision. So yeah, that's those are my secrets. Do you guys have any stories? Leanne, how you been going? How's your apart from being sore as?
Yeah, so I like to reward myself with ice cream. Ice cream is one of my very, very weak points.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I literally have to make sure I have none in the house, otherwise I will eat it.
Yeah.
But otherwise I'm doing well. We did a really rad session on the weekend. And I always come away like so happy and positive from the workout that we've done together, and just everyone's vibe.
Yeah.
From the session is always really good, but boy, am I in pain. I'm still in pain. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we did that many squats, but my thighs tell me otherwise.
Yeah. Well, how many did you do? Like every minute on the minute, what were you doing?
I was doing 10.
Okay, so you did 100 squats.
Oh my gosh, no wonder.
Yeah. So, that kind of explains it.
Yeah, and going downstairs is far more painful than coming up them.
You know what I find the worst? Sitting down on the toilet.
Yes.
Oh my God. There's no handles. I can't lower myself down.
Yeah, and I'm having to turn myself around to get myself off the couch.
Yeah. It won't, like, it's always the first week. It won't be bad, that bad. Like, it'll hurt again, but it won't be this bad.
Yeah.
Things you can do.
And that's what I keep telling myself, that it's the stop start. You've got to be consistent and just keep going. Because every time you stop and then start again, you get this excruciating pain.
Yes. I actually quite enjoy feeling a bit of pain. Not first workout in ages pain, because that is horrible. But just like a little bit, because I'm kind of feel like I've done something good.
Yeah.
It's a reminder. If you've got some compression clothing, some compression tights, and even ones that are really quite tight, Like I've got some that are a size medium and I take a size XL and I squeeze into them and sleep in them. That actually really helps.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I tried deep heat, that did nothing.
It's nice while it's going on, but yeah.
Even tried a spa, that did nothing.
Yeah, and I'm still like being careful what I do, but I found after quite a few squats, I was quite sore. I was after sitting down.
Even Danica, my daughter, is feeling it. So,
Oh, and
she's young and fit. So
yeah, young and fit.
yeah, but she's feeling it. She's trying to not bend her legs when she walks.
Oh, bless. I'm just.
We'll be back. We'll be back on Saturday for more.
Can you see? Can you see that?
Yep.
That's a brand of ice cream you can get in most supermarkets.
Okay.
0 sugar and 0 dairy.
Okay.
And it is amazing.
Okay.
It tastes so good. It's got stevia, so that natural sweetener. It is $8.50 for a tub. But
that's okay.
it is, and there's 3 different flavors, but it is really good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sugar free. So yeah, definitely get some of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'll help with the cravings.
Yeah. What about your homework? Have you cracked it?
No, I haven't done my homework. The homework is we need to do the flower song. As well as some other exercises, but honestly I've been in so much pain just walking to and from my anywhere. It's been so bad, but I know that it's going to every day is less and less. Sunday, the day after, was the worst.
Yeah.
So I've got penciled in to do the flower song tomorrow.
I'll come and do it with you if you want.
Okay, we'll do it together.
Do it in the evening.
Yep, I'll come around to your place. We'll do it. We'll smash it out.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. But yeah, and then I'll probably take the dog for a walk, maybe.
Nice.
Same as you guys have done. But yeah, nothing too big, because I don't want to go too hard too early and hurt myself.
Love it. Exactly. Small bite sizes. Great. Manageable. Awesome. Cool. Let me just stop this recording and then I can post it.